2014, and those New Year's resolutions, well, they might be slipping away. Dr. Daniela here talking about how we can keep those resolutions. You know, the first few days is easy, right? Because it's at the top of our minds. 2 weeks in, maybe not so much, right? What tends to happen?
Well, what happens, people give up, okay? First of all, they forget, Melody, that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So goals have to be actually smart and very easy to reach. And kind of you have to keep it up front. And the problem is very often people are not their own best friends. They think, oh my God, there's a relapse, I'm falling off the horse. I was supposed to actually go to the gym 5 times a week, but I'm only doing it 2. That's not good.
Right. So how do you, I mean, that's kind of the thing, keeping it up front has got to be a difficult notion for a lot of people, because the reality is our daily lives, you know, interrupt. So we start focusing on the job, we start focusing on other things, and the goals kind of get pushed to the back burner.
Well, you have to be your own best friend. It takes a good friend to tell you the truth, right?
Yeah.
Number one, you have to be patient with yourself and also realistic. Okay, 5 times a week to the gym for 2 hours? Honey, if that would have been your goal, or if that's realistic, you could have done it long ago.
Right.
All right? So we cannot overpromise and underdeliver.
So realistic, I guess being realistic with yourself, and I like the idea of being patient with yourself, because we're all going to hit those hurdles. So what do you recommend people tell themselves, you know, if you do look back and say, oh, it's only been 2 weeks and I've already fallen off the wagon?
But that's not the problem. You know, relapse, aka falling off the horse or wagon, is always pre-programmed. And you have to say, okay, I'm getting back up, I'm dusting myself off and back on that horse. That's it. And then also say, oh, maybe I kind of overpromised. I'm not going there 5 times, I go twice. And then actually you exceed your expectation, you're motivated, and you feel great about yourself.
Okay, so did you make any New Year's resolutions for yourself? I have to ask.
Actually, I make end of year's resolutions, not New Year's resolutions. For example, it must be realistic for me and something concrete. I had a storage for 6 years and I never went there. So I said, before the new year starts, I go there, I empty it out, I give everything away, and I start the new year fresh. And that's what I did.
I love that idea. So you give yourself all year to work on it. Essentially, you know that by the end of the year, you want this accomplished.
Well,
and slowly, like bit by bit?
Actually, what I'm saying now, normally in December, I'm sitting down and say, what's there that I need to get off my plate? So it was the storage. That's silly to keep it, to pay money for it.
Right.
You can do that with relationships. For example, I say, well, this is not working. So why wait until the 1st of the year? Or I want to drink less. Say in December, okay, I'm starting that beginning of December. Then when 1/1 hits, you're already into it.
So you are a month ahead of the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a good way to learn the lesson. You should have started it 2 months ago. Thank you so much, Dr. Daniela. Great to have you on today.
Same here.
All right, so there you go. Next December, keep that in mind. Coming up, baby